Okay, so can we ask questions here or no? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about dog owners passing monkeypox to their dogs. Now, this is very perplexing because there's not just one case of this happening. There's at least two that I've seen reported in the media, and there are probably a lot more that I've not seen. Okay, I think one was one owner to the dog, and then the other was two owners to their dog that they share in their house. But before we even get to that, let's back up and explain monkeypox as far as what we know today. Now, if you go to New York City and you try to get a vaccine for monkeypox, you must meet certain criteria. And if I can link to the official page, I'll place that in the description. But in order to get the vaccine in New York City, you got to have, I think, at least 3 qualifications. Number one, you must be a gay or a bisexual or transgender or something male, adult male over the age of 18. That's the second one. And then also you have had multiple sex partners in the past 10 to 14 days. Okay. Multiple anonymous or just random sex partners. Now, what does that sound like to you? That sounds like gay men who are engaging in a kind of dangerous lifestyle, right? You going from person to person, from bed to bed, you swinging, you going to the bathhouses and whatnot. And as a matter of fact, the monkeypox outbreak, as it is today, started over in European gay bathhouses, right? You got men fornicating with other men in large amounts, monkeypox outbreaks. It comes over here, and the same people who had it over in Europe, who were spreading it in Europe, the same kind of people are also spreading it here. There was a study, an actual study from university, and they took a large sample of people that have monkeypox in the U.S., and they determined that 98% of those who have monkeypox are gay males with a median age of, I think, 38. So when I say median age, I don't mean average. We're talking about if you take all the ages of the men who have this particular thing and you point at the middle, like let's say it's 1,000 men and number 500 will be your median. That median age is 38. So you're talking about relatively young, kind of older men who are fornicating with men. That's who have this particular thing. Now, am I saying that you can't catch monkeypox if you are a female or you're heterosexual? Not at all. You can catch it if you fall into those categories, but you're probably going to get it from someone who is LGBT, just based on the numbers. And I don't just mean LGBT in general. I'm talking about LGBT men, relatively young, a little bit on the older side, who are fornicating with a lot of different men, a lot of anonymous sex partners. Now, having said all that, we know that it's a thing that is mostly transmitted from male to male through some kind of sexual contact, right? Whether it be y'all exchanging bodily fluids or y'all touching a little bit too close, y'all sharing certain intimate items with each other. I even saw one place, and pardon the vulgarity of this particular conversation, it's not my fault, blame the monkeypox man. But anyway, they said if you're sharing fetish gear, like you understand what I'm saying, the little ball gag, if you're sharing stuff like that, that could also spread it. So we know, without beating a dead horse, we know how this particular thing is spread based upon the facts that we have. You know how they say, trust the science, believe the science? Well, that's the science. Now, here's a question I have, $1 million question. Maybe I'm not allowed to ask it. Maybe that's considered being anti-LGBT. But here's the question. If it's a thing that's spread from mostly male to males and largely sexual contact, then how do dogs have it? Huh? And why is it that I've not heard about cats or gerbils or any kind of other pet, a pet ferret, a pet rat, a snake, a bearded dragon? Why have I not heard about any other pets getting this particular thing aside from dogs? Huh? Like, what's going on with that? Can we talk about that? Can we ask that question? Or is that a little bit too anti-LGBT? Like, is that going to get me canceled? I just want to know. I'm just curious about what's going on. Okay, because can dogs catch this easily? Is it a thing that dogs can spread to each other? So, like, if you take a dog to a dog park and they play with other dogs, and your dog comes in contact with another dog that has monkeypox, can they catch it and bring and give it to you? How does a dog transmit monkeypox to a human? I mean, they got to be able to transmit it to a human. If humans can give monkeypox to a dog, then this should be the other way around as well. A dog can give it to a human. But I've not heard about any kind of dog vaccine or dog preventative measure. I've only heard about preventative measures and vaccines given to homosexual men with the median age of 38. But there's an article right here that I want to kind of get to. I'm not going to read this entire thing. I'll link to all my sources, all my articles and everything in the description box, so we could just read it right there without my commentary. But you see right here, dog reportedly contracts monkeypox from owners. Okay. A dog belonging to a gay French couple has contracted monkeypox after sharing their bed. The first confirmed case of human to pet infection, according to reports. The Parisian men, ages 44 and 27, add that together, divided by 2 and see what you get. But I digress. Are believed to have contracted the virus after having sexual contact with other guys during their non-monogamous relationship. So, I mean, as I said from the beginning, we know what's happening. We know who's catching it, who's spreading it. We know all that. How did the dog get it, though? The couple say they then noticed that their Italian greyhound had developed pustules on its stomach. So is that a dog right there, or just an example? That's probably just an example of the kind of dog that they had. All right. A PCR test on the animal later confirmed it had the virus. The Lancet Medical Journal said the dog shared the bed with the two men and perhaps licked one or both of them before licking itself. Okay, the obvious question, and again, I know we got little kids watching. I know that it could be a little bit much to, without trying to be punny, too much to digest, too much to take in. But how did the dog, like, where's the dog looking at though? What did the dog actually lick to get monkeypox? Just random parts of the body? Because again, wouldn't this be something that all dog owners should look out for? Any dog owner? Because if your dog caught it that way, then the dog could probably spread it that way to another dog, I would presume. In a dog park, running around, sniffing butts and stuff like that. You know how dogs do. The dogs just being dogs, and they could pass monkeypox that way. That's kind of what I'm presuming. Or was it something else going on with the couple and their dog? It's an obvious question that we're all going to ask. Okay, because we know how it spreads between humans. So how does a dog get it? If the primary factor in human to human spread is a sexual contact, then what's the primary cause of the spread between human and dog? I digress. The dog began showing signs of infection 12 days later. Okay, so hold on. It says both men have suffered extensive ulcers and rashes since confirming their cases in June. So maybe after they got monkeypox, the dog got it too. Quote, the men reported co-sleeping with their dog. Okay. They had been careful to prevent their dog from contact with other pets or humans from the onset of their own symptoms. So if the dog's in the bed with you sleeping and so when you guys caught this particular virus, you prevented your dog from coming in contact with other pets or humans, but you let the dog sleep in the bed with you? Wouldn't you want to prevent contact between you and the dog as well? Because do you want your dog to get sick? It's just kind of strange, right? Things make you kind of go, Officials have urged at-risk or infected parties to quarantine away from their pets to reduce the chance of transmission. Okay. So that's that right there. But the question still remains. How did the dog actually catch it? They're hypothesizing, they're guessing, okay, maybe the dog licked one of the guys on the mouth or something like that, like how dogs be doing, and then licked itself and then caught it that way. I don't know. I have no clue, but I do have questions because I've not heard about any other pet. And surely there are pets that, they may, cats, They may, you know, crawl on you and stuff. I'm not sure if cats lick you. I don't know. I think cats pretty much do their own thing. You pretty much they pet if you get a cat, but that's a different story. I digress. The whole point is that there are other pets that could have this happen, but I've only heard about dogs. Sleeping in the same bed with a dog, multiple partners in a relationship. Hey, I've heard of stranger things. I'm not going to say that they did something to the dog, but I'm just saying the possibility is right there. I think it would be kind of silly to ignore it, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How you feel about the whole situation of a dog catching monkeypox? Do you think it was just something innocent, a mistake, or was it a little bit more? Whatever your thoughts on that are, let me know in the comments below. Here's a question I have, just aside from the whole dog situation. Why aren't the media framing this as what it is? It's a disease that affects the gay male population, and not just gay males. I'm talking about gay males that have a lot of active sexual partners, a lot of random sexual partners. That seems to be the key, because you could be a gay male in a monogamous relationship with another guy. Y'all been together 100 years or whatever, you know, 2 uncles or something like that together. Okay, whatever. That's not my lifestyle, but if y'all doing that, you're probably not at risk. But if you're out here going to bathhouses, putting on the fetish gear, living that kind of lifestyle, then yes, you are at risk. Okay. And the media should say that rather than trying to like skirt around it, talking about, oh, it affects everybody. No, not really. It affects one piece of the population much more than anybody else. If you're in that particular population group, you have a particular chance of catching this thing and spreading it. But if you're not in a population group, your chances of catching it and spreading it are slim to none. That's the reality that the media should put out there, rather than fear-mongering about this particular bug for everyone in the country and the world for that matter. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.